Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we will make a very tasty and nourishing bread that is gluten-free, dairy-free, gum-free and egg-free, perfect for those with specific dietary needs. Now today when we go to the bread stores to buy a bread, we can look at the ingredients and we see a lot of chemicals and a lot of ingredients that are not ideal for those suffering from different autoimmune conditions, such as Hashimoto's, autoimmune gastritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or lupus. Please note that this recipe, it is not good for those that are in autoimmune protocol elimination phase, because it contains some grains. However, if you are in the autoimmune protocol reintroduction phase and you already reintroduced millet and sorghum, then this recipe is for you. If, however, you feel much more comfortable and you are not sensitive to chickpea flour and to rice, so you already reintroduced chickpea and rice, then you can use chickpea flour and rice flour instead of sorghum and millet flours. So let's start and make a tasty and very good bread that you will feel it's like a treat. So grab your aprons and let's get started. To make the bread, we need the following ingredients: 360 grams of tapioca starch, or 2 7/8 of a cup. We need 210 millet flour, or 1 cup and 2/3. We need the same quantity of sorghum flour, again 210 grams, or 1 cup and 2/3 of a cup. We need 30 grams of celium husk, or 1/4 of a cup, about 2 teaspoons of salt, or 12 grams of salt, 3 teaspoons of vinegar. We need about 70 grams of oil, or 1/3 of a cup. We need 10 to 15 grams of yeast, or about 2 to 2 1/4 of teaspoon of yeast. In the yeast, I also put 1.5 teaspoon of honey, or 10 to 12 grams of honey. And also we need 780 grams of water, milliliters, of water, or 3 cups and 1/4 of water that is warmed up to a temperature of between 38 and 40 degrees Celsius, or between 100 and 104 degrees Fahrenheit. First, we mix the dry ingredients, so the tapioca flour, the sorghum flour, the millet flour, and the salt. As I mentioned previously, if you did not introduce yet millet flour or sorghum flour, but you are not sensitive to chickpea flour or to rice flour, you can replace the millet and the sorghum with chickpea and rice. It gets the bread is very good as well. You mix everything very well. Next, you mix the yeast with the honey. We mix it with a little bit of water. As you can see, I am not using a metal spoon because metal destroys the enzymes that the honey has. So I'm using, it's important to use either a wooden spoon, which would be ideal. If not, a plastic spoon. I know plastic, it is not very indicated to use. Here I have another type of spoon that is not plastic, is porcelain. Mix it well And then we put it aside. Again, the water is in between 38 and 40 degrees Celsius, or 100 and 104 degrees Fahrenheit. We mix it well, and now we put it on the side to activate the yeast. So in about 5 to 10 minutes, it will become bubbly and frosty. It's going to increase inside, and we're going to see it soon. And when it increases inside, you know that it is ready. Okay, we'll leave it now to activate the yeast. While the yeast gets activated, we're going to prepare here the psyllium husk. We're going to put the water. It is important to prepare the psyllium husk with the water to mix it before, to make like a gel. If not, there is danger that the psyllium husk does not inflate too much, and then it might cause some issues in the intestines. So we're going to pour the water. The oil. I use only avocado oil for this recipe because the temperature is going to be very high in the oven, so I don't want to use olive oil. It's just avocado oil. And I'm going to also pour here the apple cider vinegar. Now we have all the flours and the salt here. We have the yeast that you can see it flourished. It's very good. It doubled, at least doubled its size. And we have here the psyllium husk with the water. We mix everything, the wet into the dry. We mixed everything well. And this is the mixing phase. And now we start the mixing, and after that the kneading phase. So now we start with the hand. It's better. I washed my hands, I removed all the rings, and now we start to make everything, mixing into a good homogeneous dough. So now, as you can see, the dough came together into a nice ball. It's well homogeneous. There are no bumps in it. And I continue kneading a little bit. This is not like a normal bread. You can see that the elasticity, it is not like a normal wheat flour bread. It doesn't have as much elasticity. However, due to the psyllium husk, there is a little bit of elasticity, as you can see. It doesn't break immediately. Now, what I can do is I put a little bit of oil around on the wall of the bowl, a little bit on my hands as well. The oil on the wall of the bowl helps the dough to grow, so that there is no friction in between the dough and the walls. I knead it a little bit more. I bring the sides a little bit into the center, make sure that it's nice like a ball here. And now I will put a wet towel on top of it in a few minutes, and I will put it in a warm place to double its size. Okay, I washed my hands, and now I'm going to put a wet kitchen towel on top of it, and I'm going to leave it like this for about 50 minutes to 1 hour to start the bulk fermentation, which is practically needed to mix up and develop all the flavors of the flours, the yeast, and the salt. During those 50 minutes to an hour, the dough is going to double in its volume, and then we know that it is ready to start the second proof of the dough. So I'll put it on a warm place. Ideally, it's on the stove. So now 50 minutes have passed. As you can see here, the dough doubled in volume. It looks very, very nice. Now I'm going to measure it and divide it in 4 equal parts. So if all the ingredients were correctly measured, I take a look at all the dough. So if I divide it in 4, I will need to have about 4 parts of about 425 grams each. So now I'm going to divide them about 425 grams. That's good enough. And then I'm going to do 3 more times the same thing. This is good enough as well. And this one a little bit more. Okay, that's good. So now I have 4 almost equal parts. Okay, I'm going to take away the balance, the scale. So I'm going to put them into forms. We're going to form them in baguettes, each 1 by 1. And I'm going to make 3 baguettes. And from one dough, my husband wanted flatbread, so we will also make 1 flatbread. This is the way we do it. Normally I don't use any flour to shape it into form because it is oily already. As you can see, I have oily hands right now, and I don't need any flour with it. This one is done. This is the baguette form. So when it's done, I'm going to put it here. You can also leave it in the form of a round bread as well. It's just that I like it more like that. I like crunchy. And this baguette form, you can find it. I bought it on Amazon. You can find it on Amazon.com or Amazon.ca. I have friends that came and visited me about 2 weeks ago. They liked very much the bread I made, and they are in Canada, and they found the tool to make the baguette in Canada as well. So this is the second one. It's well formed. Second baguette. And now this is the third one. It's easy, as you can see. There it is. So I have here 3 baguettes, and from this one, Now the fourth one, the fourth dough, I'm going to put it on a flat form here that I spread a little bit of oil on top of it, just a little bit. And now I'm going to just make this a flat shape. This is really very good. If you like crunchy, those baguettes are perfect. Now, while you mix the dry flours, you can also put some flavor in it, like rosemary, like a little bit of garlic powder, if you like it. I prefer not to. I prefer to have the bread with the taste of pure bread, and it's very, very good. Also, now, if you want, at the end, because now we are going to leave it for a second proofing, but at the end, you can also put some seeds on top of it, if you are not sensitive to the seeds. So now it's done. I'm going to wash my hands, and then we are going to prepare the baguettes for a second proofing. Now we are ready for the second proof, for the second proofing. So we will put a ball on top of the flat bread to help it keep the moist inside, and it will again, maybe not double the volume, but you are going to see how it grows a little bit. And on this one, because I don't have another pan, bread pan, baguette pan to put on top of it and keep the moist here, we're going to improvise something. So, because we are good in improvising, I'm going to put here some of the salt and garlic that I bought from Costco. So all this, I'm going to make like a bridge on top of them with the wet kitchen towel. And like this, will keep the heat and the moist here down. You will see that it is the bread is going to not double in volume, but is going to grow a little bit in volume. So we'll keep it like this for about another 40 minutes. At the half of that time, so after about 20 minutes, we will turn on the oven at 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, I think it is 260 degrees Celsius. So, and also at the moment where we turn on the oven, I will put, and I will show you, I will put a glass pot in it with water so that it makes some steam inside the oven to help the crust to be crunchy on the bagels. So I'll come back in about 20 minutes to show you how I turn on the oven, and then for now we'll let it proofing for another 40 minutes. After about 20 minutes, now we are going to turn on the oven at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Or 260 degrees Celsius. And I will put a bowl of water. It's a glass, you can put any type of material inside, so that it will form some steam inside the oven. So I'll be back in about 20 more minutes once the oven gets to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. The oven reached 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 degrees Celsius. As you can see, the bread now is a little bit bigger in volume. With a knife a little bit dipped in water, I will score the bread. This helps to let escape some moisture. So this is ready to be put in the oven. For the flat bread, I will take out the ball that covered it. And now we are ready to put everything into the oven. Just a reminder, the oven is at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. When I turn on the oven, I put also a bowl with water in it to make some steam inside. Everything goes inside the oven for 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, I take out the flatbread. I continue to leave in for another 30 to 40 minutes the baguettes, but I take out the bowl of water and I bring the temperature down to about 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. So again, everything goes inside the oven for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, take the flatbread out, leave the baguettes in, but take out the bowl of water and drop the temperature to 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. So see you in about 1 hour. So here it is. My baguette is ready. It cooled off a little bit. So let's see how it tastes right now. I'm going to do this. Very good. I'm going to slice. Here it is, what it looks like. A slice of bread. Here it is. Also, here is the flat bread. This is really very good as well. It's very good, tasty. If you like crunchy, all this side is wonderful. So, thank you very much for watching. If you really liked it, please don't forget to give me a like and also to follow my channel and also to forward my this video to some other people that need to have a specific diet without gluten, without dairy, without gums, and without eggs. Thank you very much. Hope to see you to my next recipe.